Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Abigail Sapir. I'm coming to you from, of course, still Zichron Yaakov, Israel. And it is a gorgeous day today, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you about the lymph system. So as you know, our classes are about foundational healing, and really foundational healing with nature. And we want to use all parts of nature that we can that are therapeutic to our body. We do this with essential oils. We use whole food supplements, clean eating, natural cleaning supplies, natural body supplies, body care. We're trying to understand how the body is built to heal itself. We know that it's true, but how does it actually work? So we're just taking the very, very basics of how the machine, our body, works. Not in life itself, but in healing. So what are the main things that come into the body that make us feel bad? Toxins. And these are some of the signs that you have toxins in your body. Now, toxins come in through a few ways. They come in through the skin, dermal. They come in through the lungs, respiratory. They come in through the colon, gastrointestinal. So if you're experiencing or have experienced, or you know someone who's experiencing any of these symptoms, these are the things that we don't want in our life, as I'm sure you already have felt many of them. So we're looking at how they come into the body, how they go out of the body, how do they exit the body, and where can they get stored inside the body? And then, of course, how we detox from that, how we help them towards that natural exit. So this little slide right here is showing you the body's natural coming and going flow as far as health goes. Okay, and all of the places that that it can get stored in the body it's a significant list. And we're starting to talk about that this week. This is week 9 already. Can you believe it? I'm really happy that we've been taking each subject one at a time, because I feel like we can get a much better idea and understanding, and it kind of stick with us a bit longer, so that as we're going throughout our day and we notice some kind of symptom that we don't want, we can sometimes associate it to a part of our body that we need to detox. And as we start listening to our body, as we go through this process of detox and cleansing and rebalancing the whole body system, we're going to start experiencing some of these symptoms. And this is what we want. This is what we want to feel every day, no matter what. This is what we want our family to feel, our friends to feel. This is what everyone deserves to feel. Now, why don't we all feel like that? Well, some of it is education. We haven't been taught how the body works and how we can support that those natural functions. But a big reason is, even once we learn or we are loyal to our intuitive body system that tells us, don't do that, don't eat that, rest now, don't stay up, de-stress, relax, etc., and we don't listen to it, whether it's education or instinct, this is about, well, sometimes it's about our comfort levels. We are comfortable in, dare I say this? We're comfortable in the sickness. We're comfortable in the illusion. We're comfortable in this relationship with ourselves that's not healthy. And we're used to it. And you know what? It's interesting, because the more we just try to be aware of this and think about it from day to day and time to time, Where am I being comfortable in my imbalance? Where am I being comfortable in sickness and in less than good health? Our eyes will be opened, and it can be quite shocking. And then we start to notice all the excuses that we've been giving ourselves all along that we didn't even notice were excuses. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time for that. But it tastes so good. I'll do better tomorrow. I'll have a salad to counteract this, et cetera, et cetera. So many things. Well, I just want to fit in I just want to have a nice dinner with my friends. I just want to have one drink. Everybody's having a drink. So many things. Now, there's no reason to get discouraged, okay? And this is one of the biggest things that we can do for ourselves, is learn to accept where we are and to say, I'm okay with that. And it's kind of the yes and concept. I'm okay with this. And, oh, you can't see all of this because of the picture. Sorry about that. We don't want to say, I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied. I'm content here, because most of us want to experience a more ideal health, if not the most ideal possible. But accepting where we are right now is so important. And if we can't accept where we are, then we're going to only focus on our focus will actually be on what we don't want. Now, we'll use words like, I want better health and I want to feel good, but our focus isn't actually on that feeling good feeling. It's on the bad feeling that we're experiencing and we want to change. And so I just want to put a plug out there for this little mantra that will remind us every day and in every way of our life, how to have more mastery over our lives, more control. It's not about being a control freak, but it's about not letting life happen to me, but me creating my life in the best way possible. Where the focus goes, the energy flows. So whether it's on how bad we're feeling or how much someone is annoying us, anytime, or whether it's on what a beautiful day we're having and how incredible it has been to see so much love in your life, in your relationships and friendships and people, in strangers. Whatever you're noticing, whatever you're focusing on is where your energy is going, where the power is going. So if we don't want to give circumstances and people power over us, we need to refocus our energy to where we do want it to go. So today we're talking again about the lymphatic system and what it means to have a healthy lymph system. Now, this is one of the most complex systems in the human body. It reaches all points from the head down to the toes, everywhere. It's very, in a diagram, it looks very similar to the circulatory system because it really goes as the same places the blood does. And understanding the lymph system can sometimes help by using a proper diagram to see good visualization for the process. Here's a really cool slide. I love this. It almost looks like blood, right? But this is actually the lymph system. Now, this is part of the vascular system that's made up of the network of lymphatic vessels that contain the lymph fluid and bring it to the heart. It was fully described first in our civilization, modern civilization at least, in the 17th century. And the lymphatic system is not a closed one like the circulatory system, but rather the lymph system provides another route to return the blood to the normal levels in the body. So another function of the lymphatic system is how it supports the immune system in the body. Containing lymphocytes, the system also carries the debris or the waste of the cells, of waste products, along with proteins and bacteria out of the body. which helps to bolster our immune system. So anytime that our immune system is struggling or low, we can know that we can support it not only through directly supporting the immune system, but also through supporting the health of the lymphatic system. So there's lots of things that we can do with that. There's things that we can eat, drink. There's things that we can do physically, very, very light massage. Like this is one thing. It's just kind of petting, kind of like maybe a baby massage, right? And so our lymph system, you know, you can see here in the top left of the screen, all of those lymph vessels coming down from the brain, down the neck. And so as we just gently give a little baby massage down, you're not like squeezing it, you're not pressing in, you're not massaging, you're just firmly petting, I guess you could say, and purposely petting, not like a dog or cat. This stimulates the flow of the lymph system. So sometimes if your limbs are really swollen under your chin here, you can put on some lymph supportive oils, essential oils, and just do this little massage like this. And this is very calming to the nervous system as well. And it gives a little jump start to the lymphatic system to keep flowing and getting all those waste products out of our body. Now here is a nice little slide about signs that your lymph system is backed up. Again, you know, we know that some of these symptoms also go with other parts of our body, but the one thing we can always know is these symptoms always indicate toxicity in the body. And now, after 9 weeks, we understand how it's coming in through our breathing, our lungs, through our skin, the products we use in our skin or the chemicals that we touch with our skin, and our colon. What's going into us? What are we drinking? What are we eating? What are we not eating? And so here's some signs that your lymph system might be backed up. Constipation, sluggish bowel function, inability to lose weight. Now, how many times have you heard someone say, I've tried all these diets and it just doesn't work? I gain weight, or I lose it and I gain it right back, or I just don't lose anything at all. Nothing works for me. I'm just this size. Well, although I don't like the whole campaign of big is beautiful, because every person is beautiful, no matter what their size, no matter what what we think they look like compared to modern day fashion. Everyone is beautiful and has their own unique beauty. And to categorize large, obese people as beautiful, to separate them out, is really, unfortunately, doing them a disservice and everyone else who is on their way to being extra large. Because it's not about beauty, it's about health. If we're gaining weight and we can't stop, there's reasons for it. And it's not, you know, everyone can make the decision. I like being a big person. I like being a skinny person. I like this part of me. I like the way I am, and I don't want to change it. And this is absolutely anyone's choice. There's no judgment about it. But what I want to clarify is that how the size of our body is not about beauty, it's about health. If we're underweight, if we're overweight, if we have no muscle tone, if we have toxic muscles, muscle gain, using drugs and stuff like that to gain muscle. All of these things are about the basic foundation of our health system. And so this is what we're addressing. If you can't lose weight, there's something happening in your body to stop that, and you can change it. There's never not a solution. It doesn't happen because our body is a self-healing machine. So if something's gone wrong, then it can be changed. And it's not something that we have to force. It's something that we have to provide the right environment for, give the right information and nutrition to, and then just let it happen. So again, more headaches, brain fog, swollen lymph nodes, those are easy under the arm, under the chin. Those are, quick places to check for swollen lymph nodes. Lack of energy, lethargicness, and getting up in the morning more tired than when you went to bed, etc. Morning soreness, stiffness, swelling in the extremities like edema. Maybe you have holding some water on the knees or the elbows or the wrists or the ankles, the top of your feet. If the top of your feet ever gets sore and painful, this is swelling because of the lymph system specifically. Now, it's also connected to liver and kidney, right, and colon, right? We've already learned that because those are the organs that are flushing all of these toxins out of the body. So if those aren't working right, then the lymph system that's helping also to take waste out of the body and out of the bloodstream, it can't get it out of the body. And if the liver and the kidneys and the colon are backed up with toxins, and so it has to store it again somewhere else. Sometimes it goes back to the same place, and sometimes it goes to other places that we're going to talk about in the upcoming weeks. Arms fall asleep during sleep, pressure in spine, shoulders, sore breasts with menstrual cycle. Now, all of these things we think, oh, well, you get your menstrual cycle, you're going to have sore breasts. That's just going to happen, and your back is going to hurt. But guess what? It doesn't have to. This happens because of a reason. Are you going to die because of it? No. Is it less than optimal function? Yes. Can you change it? Yes. Reoccurring sore throats, mucus in the morning, mucus drainage, like dripping in the back of your throat, fluid backed up in the ear popping, ringing, inability to fight infection. A lot of things, itchy skin, acne, dry skin, and other skin issues. So, wow. That's a lot of things that can help us to understand when our lymph system needs some detoxification. So, maintaining fluid levels in our body, one of the things that we need very much for a healthy lymph system is enough water. As you can see, my water is a little bit cloudy. I have some stuff in here. I have lemon juice, and I have slippery elm. And I also have grapefruit extract. And right now I have a couple drops of On Guard in it as well. Right now, the air in Israel is, we're going through this season of Sharav, where we have less than optimal air quality with dust and dirt in the air, as well as we've had a lot of issues with chemtrails recently. And we watch the airplanes just circle and circle and make their trails, and soon the haze covers us and we start sneezing and coughing and dry throat and all of these different symptoms. So how do we support our body through that? Well, one of the ways is having a strong, healthy lymphatic system. So we need to drink enough. The lymphatic system collects the excess fluid that drains from the cells and the tissues throughout the body. So if we're only drinking enough for basic hydration and our body needs to flush waste, then we get dehydrated because it has to pull water, it has to pull liquid from areas that need it in order to flush the toxins, in order to stay a little bit healthier. So we need to drink more than our minimum. You know, the minimum is 8 cups a day, but that does not allow for proper waste flushing. So it's really important for most people to drink 3 to 4 liters of water a day. Unless you're a very small adult, like child-sized adults, then it's 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Okay, so the lymphatic system also returns it returns all of the fluid into the bloodstream, which is then recirculated through the body. So as this process happens, we want our body to be able to get rid of the toxins and just return the liquid. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes, you know, if you're taking from the water from a sponge and then just returning it to the sponge, it's not enough. You want to have, and I'm just using, you know, a physical example for that. You don't want to have to draw the water from the sponge. You want the sponge to be full of water, and you want enough fluid to be around it to flush out toxins that it doesn't have to draw water from the cells. Taking excess water is not the same as taking the hydration, the vital hydration that the cell actually needs to function. So the lymph system also absorbs fat from the digestive tract. How amazing is this? This helps us our lymph system helps us to balance our weight. Lymph also includes fluids from intestines that contain fats and proteins and transports them back into the bloodstream, which then gets processed through the liver system, right? So it also protects our bodies against foreign invaders, and it's part of the immune system. It produces and releases white blood cells and other immune cells that monitor and then destroy foreign invaders, such as bacteria and viruses, parasites, fungi, all these nasty things that we don't want in our body, and removes waste products and abnormal cells from the lymph system itself. Okay, so this is a wonderful, incredible system. And we don't want in any way to have it backed up or to store toxins in it, because it's such a vital system in our body to keep us in our ideal health. So let's see, my next slide is, there we go. So how can we keep our lymph system healthy? Oops, got a mistake with that slide there, I apologize. Steps to a healthy lymph system is what that is supposed to say. So what we want to do is we want to make sure, number one, that we're exercising. And exercising regularly is one of the easiest way to promote a healthy lymph system. It stimulates the blood circulation and transports oxygen to the tissues and all of the cells in the body. We need to manage stress. We can use yoga. Meditation is the #1 stress manager. If we're not meditating, we are not experiencing ideal health. We're not experiencing ideal mental, emotional, and physical health. Stretching, resistant stretching. Stretching while strengthening is very important for the body. Another stress management technique is breathing. Deep breathing is vital for the body to use the full capacity of the lungs to keep them healthy and to bring more oxygen into the body and to allow the body to have greater strength to flush toxins. Other forms of relaxation as well, swimming, just lying still and breathing, sitting in the garden with your feet in the ground, maybe walking the dog, sometimes playing with your children. Find those things that relax you and make it a family thing that you do together. Make it a treat that you give yourself every single day, etc. There are herbs as well that help us to relax, that encourage that state of relaxation in the body. Ashwagandha, ginseng, reishi mushroom, and holy basil, which we have an essential oil of, can all help to reduce stress levels in the body. Sauna is another great thing to promote detoxification, better circulation, and skin purification, which supports a better, healthier lymphatic system. It can also alleviate pain and lower blood pressure while promoting relaxation. There are lots of herbs as well that help to cleanse and bring relaxation. Detoxification brings a physical relaxation to the body because it doesn't have to work so hard and it's not under the stress of the dis-ease or the imbalance in itself. Dandelion, milk thistle, black walnut, cilantro, peppermint, eucalyptus, stinging nettle. All of these are wonderful herbs for relaxation and detoxification. Spices would include ginger, cinnamon, oregano, turmeric, cumin, cilantro, fenugreek, cayenne pepper, black pepper, clove, parsley, rosemary. And some essential oils that we can use would include clove, lemongrass, lemon, rosemary, myrrh, and many others. So use of essential oils can be very, very helpful on a daily basis and should only be used when you know that they are a pure therapeutic grade essential oil. It's very important. And some people say, well, I don't really care so much because I'm not going to ingest it. But we know from all of these weeks of learning about foundational healing that whatever goes into on our skin goes into our bloodstream, the same as it from the digestion, it goes into the bloodstream. Same as from breathing it in, it goes into the bloodstream. Everything goes into the bloodstream. Whatever comes into our body somehow eventually gets into the bloodstream. Now with essential oils, it's when you have a pure therapeutic grade essential oil, it's very fast. Let's say I'm giving a client a massage and I put essential oils aromatherapy on the back. Within seconds to minutes, I can feel that in my arms. Peppermint is a great example of that. And I feel it throughout most of my body in just a couple minutes, even just through absorption on my hands. It's wonderful. Always check to make sure. A great brand is doTERRA, and we really support doTERRA because for many, many reasons. One of the main ones is because they are committed to being transparent. We can see all of the third-party tests that they put their oils through. We get to know where they come from exactly. We get to see where it's grown, how it's processed, and each bottle has its own identification number instead of the whole batch number. So everything is very, very precise and accurate, and it's a very concentrated oil, which makes it therapeutic. In the past, they would call it natural medicine. Today, we call it natural solutions because we're not trying to force anything in our body. We're supporting the body's natural system. And so essential oils and all of these other things that we're talking about do just that. They support what the body is already doing. Okay, so dry brushing. I'm going to go through these things. Dry brushing, juice fasting, massage, body wraps of sea clay or scrubs can help to tighten the skin while removing toxins accumulated in the body. And hydrotherapy is a great use of water in water as therapy. Hot tubs, cold showers, ice packs, ice baths, hot springs, water massage, etc. Colonics, enema. Hydrotherapy immersion waters should be rich in minerals and can be enhanced by use of essential oils. And it also promotes detoxification and good circulation. So let's see what essential oils, since we were just talking about them, we can use to help us balance our lymph system for more optimal health. We have bergamot, lemon, grapefruit, cypress, cedar, bay laurel, juniper berry, grapefruit, and lemon. Now, as we were talking about how the lymph system helps to excrete excess liquid from the cells, let's talk about what kind of liquid cells want. They want hydration with electrolytes. It's the only thing that they can use. They can't use pure water. The cells can only use an electrolyte balanced hydration. So food sources that are natural electrolytes bananas, watermelon, avocado, ginger, etc. Right? All that's a whole long list. We need to be eating these every single day. And this is very, very important. Because we have 30 to 40 trillion cells in our body, that every second of the day, they are regenerating themselves. So the old ones die off and the new ones are reborn. And as we give them better information and better nutrition through whole food supplements and correct food sources, and good hydrated liquids here, we're going to see that our cells become healthier and healthier and healthier every time they regenerate, which is kind of an anti-aging process. A little Benjamin Button thing going here. And isn't it amazing? Like sometimes you'll meet someone that you haven't seen for maybe 10 years, and they look 20 or 30 years older than their age. And you're like, you have to keep the shock off your face. Are you okay? Like, what happened to you? That is a process. You don't know how it happened or why it happened, what triggered it, but you know exactly what happened. The cells that were regenerating with less and reduced quality information, nutrition, and stressful environment. And this causes a breakdown in the cell, so that when it regenerates, it doesn't regenerate as a brand new, healthy baby cell that's just full of life. It regenerates with the same instructions it had when it died off. So old, barely functioning, and absolutely cellularly dehydrated. So use the drinks, drink coconut water, drink watermelon water, citrus juices, add some juice to your water, add some, drink the coconut water by itself or mix it with water. You can drink a little bit of fruit juice every day, but small amounts, because again, we mostly want to eat our fruit and juice our greens. It's hard to get enough greens in the day because it's not a high concentration, but we need a lot. And we're not huge gorillas that can just graze on greens all day long. So juicing them is a wonderfully easy way to get a high concentration of the nutrients and information that our body needs. Okay, so let's take a quick look at our 30-day grocery list. Now, we are starting again, Cleanse and Restore. If you haven't ordered it yet this month from doTERRA, excuse me, I try not to sneeze here. I have the window open right next to me and it's real hazy outside, so I should have my diffuser right here and I don't. We are starting again 30 days of Cleanse and Restore. We want to cleanse and detoxify our body and restore. We want to bring comfort and relaxation to every cell in our body. So here are some great ideas. If you're still eating meat, under the protein section there on the top left, you can see some better meat ideas. But ideally, we're not eating animal products. And if we do, it should be organic, free range, because it's not just the nutrition that they get, it's also their environment, right? Are they healthy? Are they getting the right information, the right nutrition, and do they have the right environment for optimal health? Whatever they're getting, you get when you eat it. Emotionally, mentally, and physically, it affects us. So it is very important. And I know that, a lot of people can't afford to get organic fruits and vegetables. It's very expensive in some places. But there's ways to make that a little bit better, whether you peel the cucumber, etc., or wash off the fruits and vegetables to get, less chemicals in our body. But when we're eating animals that have gone through trauma, we're also taking that energy into ourselves as well. So that's something to think about. And ideally, we can get off of it and come to be completely in tune and in balance and in cooperation with nature. So take this list with you to the grocery store. Make sure that we're not about dieting. We're not about taking things out of our lives that we've enjoyed until now. What we encourage people to do is bring good things into our lives, bring good people into our lives, good friends, good food, good healing, natural things into our lives. And by doing that, it makes us happier mentally, emotionally, and physically. And we just naturally release all the things that are not good for us, that it falls away. We forget about it. The connection just dissolves automatically. So this is one of the best reasons to never diet and never worry about getting rid of something. We want to release things that don't serve us, that don't help us towards our ideal goals. And we want to focus, remember where our focus goes, the energy flows. We want to focus on how we do want to feel, and the things that we do want to experience in our lives, the kind of people we do want to associate with and be around. Our environment is everything. So how can we do this even better? We can detoxify our body. We can support our body's natural system of detoxification through using this very gentle cleanse and restore detoxification kit. Now, this is something that is so gentle that pregnant and nursing women are using it, minus the GX assist. We don't want to do a colon cleanse when we're pregnant or nursing. But as always, anytime you have health issues or you are pregnant or nursing, especially those people, we really encourage you to be under the medical supervision of your health professional. And it doesn't have to be a mainstream modern medicine doctor, but it does need to be someone who is knowledgeable about the body and how it works, and to make sure that you are on track for your optimal health and not in any way sabotaging yourself. This kit is going to support that cellular regeneration, to have better information, the most ideal information possible, and nutrients, enzymes to help break down the food that we're eating, because our digestive systems are worn out and damaged. You know, if we're older than 2 years old, we are probably not in optimal health. So we need probiotics and prebiotics, and we need to cleanse that colon. And the Zendocrine, we have Zendocrine gel caps, and we have now available, finally, yay! We are so grateful and thankful to have the Zendocrine complex back available in the Europe system again. The Zendocrine complex is not listed here in this picture because it just became available again this week after, I believe, years of it being not being around. The Zendocrine system in doTERRA products help to support the body's natural detoxification system. And it's so gentle. You know, you're not going to end up running for the toilet, but you're going to notice movement. You're going to notice lightness. You're going to notice small, slow changes in your body for the good. And it's wonderful. And as you start to notice these things, you start to have more body awareness. You start to have more emotional and mental awareness. It affects every part of our life. And it can only do us good. Lemon is our cleansing, astringent product that helps to just, you know, do a general cleaning in the body and support us in so many different ways. We welcome you to learn more about each of the oils and how they can help us in so many ways, and just to have the joy of a garden around at all times. So thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed week 8 or 9. Now I'm forgetting what week we're in. Let's see, we're in week 8. Okay, I don't remember what I said at the beginning, but next week is week 9. And next week, we're going to talk about bone and bone marrow. Toxins can get stored in our bones and in our bone marrow. And this is actually what happened to my father. And it is very hard to, once the bones are sick and the bone marrow is very toxic, it's not easy to detoxify it. So let's do some preventative work now, but don't be discouraged if you already have osteoporosis or you're already struggling with some kind of bone or bone marrow toxicity. It's always reversible. Right, correct information, correct nutrition, and correct environment. I cannot stress, I cannot emphasize to you how important relaxation is. Being still relaxes the body. Being still in our mind relaxes us mentally and emotionally. And without stillness, it's impossible to hear, to listen. We want to be able to hear our HP, as some people say, our higher power. We want to be able to listen to our body. What's going on? What can we sense? Hearingly sense in what's going on in our body. What's going on in our mind and our emotions? Are we okay? Are we doing well? And these questions, we're not generally going to be asking ourselves when we're too busy, when there's too much noise, if there's chaos. So taking that time for quietness, meditation, quiet, still, quiet meditation is so, so very important and gives us a break, a relaxation break. It's like taking our mind to the spa. So I encourage everyone to start to practice meditation. We want to have mastery over our body. We don't want our body to run our mind or our head. We want our head to run our body. Our body is a partner with our head, but it cannot be in charge. It senses everything first. We're going to have feelings and senses in our body that will go to our brain, and then our brain needs to translate it and tell the body what to do to be in a safe, relaxed position from there. So start with, if you haven't meditated before, or you say, I can't meditate, or I hate meditation, it's just mind over body, that's it. So sit down for 30 seconds and say, Shev B'Sheket, sit down and be quiet, body. I'm in charge now. We're going to shut up for 30 seconds. We're not going to think about anything or anyone. We're just going to be in complete stillness. And just let your body relax. Let it all go. Release all resistance. Release everything that's going on around you. And in this way, we get stronger and stronger and stronger, so that even in a crowd of screaming, yelling people, we don't have to be joined into that energy. We can be in complete peace and relaxation within ourselves, kind of like having a bubble of protection around us. And this is not something I've mastered yet, but I am working with it now and seeing amazing results. And so I can really encourage everyone to start 30 seconds at a time, just slowly increase it, even if it's just 1 second a day more. Don't worry, it's all good. We accept where we are, we're okay with it, and we're moving up, and we're moving forward, and we're bringing more good into our life. Only good. Okay, next week, week 9, thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you there, here, from wherever you are, as we learn about bone and bone marrow. Come with any questions, message me, talk to your upline, to your team, message in the group, any questions that you might have, and we will address them. Thank you so much for being here, and have a wonderful, healthy week.